Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the podcast. It is Monday morning, and on Mondays, what do? We go through what I did the week before. Well, what I didn't do the week before, basically. We go through all the things I didn't do and what I should have done. And then we talk about what I want to do this week and then probably never get around to doing, which seems to be the bloody case at the minute. I feel like that what I do is I put too much on my plate trying to get it all done, and I never seem to do it. So this week is going to be, well, it's probably going to be the same, but we'll see. Obviously, the kids are off this next week, so I try to spend as much time as possible with the kids, go out for days. And so I am taking it rather steady this week, hopefully. Okay, so what am I grateful for? I always forget to do this, but this week I'm remembering to do it. So I always try to start off with something I'm grateful for. And what I'm actually grateful for at the minute is I'm actually got a dietitian and sorting out what I eat and how I eat and blah, 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 blah. And it's been really, really good. I've lost like 8 pounds, which is awesome within 3 weeks. And I'm hitting the gym now this week. So that is something I'm really, really excited for. I feel more comfortable in my stuff. And for the first time ever, somebody actually noticed at football. One of the mums said, "Have you lost weight, Dane?" Like, "Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I love you. Thank you." And so I was super chuffed there with that. Right. So week 19 jobs. Send postcards to every single storage facility in the country and tell them about my podcast. Did I do that? No. I want to get across. So yes, I haven't done these jobs I was supposed to do. However, what I have done, I've done the most important ones, and that for me is the biggest thing. So I'll get to that in a minute. Right, sort out video for pictures for the Beverley self-storage website. Yes, we've done that, so that was good. Do storage mastermind plans. They're ongoing. It's going to be continuously ongoing. And so I haven't really put too much effort to it, but they're ongoing. We're doing little bits and bobs here and there and adding to what we're going to do. On the road to find storage options. Yeah, I traveled like 9 hours one day, 3 hours, 4.5 hours the other day. So 2 days on the road, I've done that. So now two days a week, I'm actually on the road looking at storage options. So it's good. So I can't grumble at that. That's the most important thing for me. And that's what I've achieved. And I feel as I'm very, very close now to the next self-storage. So we've got 2 self-storages and we've got one opening down Clough Road in Hull. And then I feel like we'll have another one soon. We just got to, on Thursday, I'm meeting one of the landlords to have a look at it. And I'm also meeting another landlord on Thursday, similar place, just 1.5 miles away, but in different towns. I don't want to give you I don't want to tell you right now where we are going. And obviously this is Zach and Kai and stuff and for my family, but I also know that there's people listening to this from the storage world as well. And I don't want to give away my opportunity, what I've seen like I found. And obviously I'm not one of these people who's worried about people copying them. I just want to make sure that I'm the first there. And it'd be a bit silly for me not to actually, well, I just want to play my cards a little bit close to my chest right now. And obviously as soon as I know when I'm opening, where I'm opening, then I will tell you guys. So hopefully we'll find something more out on Thursday this week and I'll update you later. Okay, what I want to do this week. Do you know what I want to do? I want to get close to my kids, get close to kids. I actually wrote it down. That's my number one thing. I want to get close to Zach and Kai, and I want to feel a connection there. I've been with them all weekend, but I don't know. At the minute, this is just me thinking out loud. I feel like there's something bugging Zach. I don't know what it is. He's not himself. And I've got to be very, very careful because I don't want to be one of these dads who pander to him too much, because then it creates like a wimpy kid. It don't create resilience or resourcefulness. So I've got to be careful. And like today, he didn't want to come in the football pitch because he was scared about getting electric shock because sun's out. And when you touch people, you get electric shock. And I was like, mate, don't be a wimp. Come on. Worst case scenario. What's going to happen? Here, look, it doesn't hurt. Yeah, it shocks you. That's it. It's a little shock. It's not worth not playing football for. Come on, get over it, mate, and get over here. And so I've got to be, I want to be like that with him as well. But I've also got to show some candor and be kind and caring and considerate and make sure that if there is something bothering, then he feels as though he can he's close enough to me to talk to me. So that's what I want. And so I want to get really, really close to my kids this week. I want to spend loads of time with them, and I just want to have a bit of fun. The sun's going to be out, so we're going away. We're going out tomorrow. I'm recording this on Sunday evening, so we're going away tomorrow to a theme park or something with some other school mums and dads. So that should be good. And then I'm going to work 2 or 3 days. I'm not going to do much this week because, like I said, I want to spend time with the kids and stuff. And the main jobs are pretty much taken care of. Storage is doing well, so and Clough Road is starting to look good. Well, it's starting to progress. I can't do anything there, and all I can do. The main job is to find is to get another self storage. And one thing that we've done as well, my dad's got 45% of the company, and we've just reached a deal to buy my dad out for that 20%. And it means that we've valued the company. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'll do it while I'm working here. Right, so look, we've valued, so he wants 1.2 million. So 1.2 million, just 1 second, divided by 45 equals 26. I don't know how to on the fly. I don't know how to work this out. Right, 1 second. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to work it out, and I'm going to be back in a minute. All right, 1 second. Okay, so I've got it. So yeah, my dad's got 45% of the company, and we've agreed a price of 1.2 million pound to buy it off him, and that means that the company is valued at 2,666,666 pound and 67 pence. And then we've agreed to pay it off over 3 years. And again, the only reason, God blimey, it's dark now. If you're watching this live, if you're watching this on YouTube or something, it's really, really gone dark. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know why it's gone so dark actually. I wonder if I just move this camera there. No, still dark. Anyway, so yeah, it's hey, there we go. So it's got a bit lighter now. So yeah, what we've done is that, again, I feel like a numpty for talking about this when I know people who know me will listen to this podcast and stuff but ultimately I've got to stay true to myself and what I'm doing it for, and it's to talk to my kids, and tell you the journey. And this is obviously a big step through my journey. Basically, my dad's 67 years old, and I want to make sure that he has the funds available to enjoy the life to whatever he wants to do. If he wants to blow however much money on a hotel or whatever, he can do anything. Money is no object. That's my plan. That's my aim. So we're going to sell the company, 20% of it to my dad, which works out to be just over £500,000 that I've got to pay. I've got to get him out of the company by doing that. That's what we did last week. This is a lot of last week of talking to my advisors and then coming to my dad and saying, look, how does this sound? So he owns 45%. 20% is going to be sold now, starting payments in September, and then 25% is going to be sold in 2 years' time or somewhere around that. So the deal is, I've realized that obviously, I don't know, I'm making this very, very public, and I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. So the deal is that, yes, I will be paying my dad over maximum 3 years. It's going to be probably around 2.5 years. And the reason why I don't know is because what's going to happen is in September, my year ends in August. August 31st, my year ends. I'm only way I can get through this by pretend I'm talking to my kids, right? Because I don't feel such a numpty, and I can be more open, honest, and just, I don't know, transparent. So my financial year ends in August the 31st. And so September the 1st, or not September the 1st, but sometime in September, we'll make the first payment. And the reason being is because what we're going to do is, however much the company shows profit on the official accounts, then what we'll do is we will pay 45% of that over to my dad. So for argument's sake, just argument's sake, if it makes 300 grand in this next year, then what we'll do is we'll give, say, 50% for argument's sake to make it easy. So we'll pay my dad 150 grand over 12 months. So should know this off by heart, really. 150 grand divided by 12 equals Should have done that. Yeah, £12,500. £12,500 per month. That's what we'll pay. And then next year, say the company makes 500,000, because remember, storage always goes up in value, so we'll always make more next year than next year, and then next year will always increase the profitability because of just the way the business model is. So times by 0.45, that means we'll have to pay my dad 225,000 the next year, divided by 12, because we'll pay over 12 months, is £18,750 for year two payment. And then let's say we make 750 grand in the next year, divided by times by 0.45%, which means 337,500, and then we'll pay him 0.55. We'll pay him 151,875. Now, obviously, that is over the 500, but it means that now we're completely paid off. Is that over 500? Anyway, 300 grand. Yeah. 300 grand times by 0.45. I'm just trying to work this out in my head. So that's 135 grand, 500 grand times by 0.45 equals to, that's 300 grand, 300, yeah. And then 600 grand times by 0.45 equals 270. Yeah, so I'm just gonna write this down. I'm doing this on the fly with you guys. So 270. Just want to make sure that I've got this right, because otherwise I don't want to pay it over more years. But then obviously there's a fine line of what we can afford as well. So 500,000 times by 0.45% equals 225. Yeah. So yeah, we're over it. I did work this out right. 300 grand. Phew. Times by 0.45 is 135. So that means 255. Yeah. We're well over the figure that I think it's like 530 something grand. So we're paying 20% off to my dad, and we'll do that over 2.5 years, maybe somewhere around there. Hopefully, as long as profits keep scaling up, that's what we'll do. So that means that I'll have his 25%, 20%, extra 20%, and then I need to, in 2 years' time, buy that 25% out. And this is why, by the way, guys, it's so important. Zach and Kai, you must have mentors. You must pay people who are further along a journey than you. And the reason being, in this example, is because with me and my dad, we always said that we would start getting my dad out when he was 70 of a business. And the problem is that, why not now? I was talking to Dan Bradbury, my mentor, and somebody I massively look up to, and he goes, Dean, cash it, why not now? It'd be better for your dad because he can spend the money, and better for you because the company will be valued more, so then you're getting him out at less price. And by the way, I don't have the same thoughts and feelings about money as most people. I don't really care. I give my dad whatever he wants. It don't really matter to me. But it's better for him. And ultimately, it means I've got to pay him less to get him out of the company, because in 3 years' time, the company's going to be worth a lot more than it is now. And so if we said the company's worth 2.7 million rounded up, then in 2 years' time, I think it probably double that. So therefore, it's better getting him out now than later because of cash flow and the ease of it. But also, it's better for him because he can have that money to do what he wants with and stuff. Anyway, so I feel like I've been really, really open in this podcast, and and that's what we've been talking about this week. That's one of the big things that we've come. And Dan Bradbury, it was like, why don't you do it now? And I'm like, oh yeah, great point. Why don't we do it now? What's the reason? What's the reason why we're not doing it now? And there wasn't really a good reason. So ultimately, we looked at getting him out now. So and he's still involved because he's still got 25%. Well, he's still involved as in he's a shareholder, but he's not involved in day-to-day running of it. And so, yeah, that's what we've been doing. So that is something that we're really looking forward to doing. And it's just nice to be able to give something back to my parents and say, hey, look, the investment that you made in me, because mum and dad have definitely believed in me too much when they shouldn't have done. And it's definitely been a fault of theirs, is believing in the kids, especially me. Hashtag Lazo. What was you thinking, investing in me for Lazo, you absolute nuggets? But yeah, hopefully I can, I want to do the same for my kids, but I also want to make sure they can fight for it as well, be resourceful and resilient. That's really important for me. So this next week, what do I want to achieve? I've got a meeting on Thursday, so I need to go and look at them storage, look at that different options. Where do we go? Do we go in any of them? Is it possible? Is it good? and just do some more research and meet them, have a look around the premises and do some final numbers. I want to do 30 podcasts for this podcast. I have done, I think it was 6 or 5 last week. And so we need to do more. I want to do 30 this week. And then I want to plan out the storage masterminds. And that's basically it. That's it. So three jobs, and the big one, well, including the big one of get close to the kids. I have been talking for 17 bloody minutes. I thought it was only going to be a real quick one. Ooh, there we go. And it turns out it wasn't a quick one. Right, guys, girls, I appreciate you guys listening to me. And Zach and Kai, if you're listening, make sure you have mentors. That, for me, is the quickest way to scale. It's the best way to learn and educate yourself. You're learning from other people's mistakes. And it's a lot of money to get the right mentor, but it is 100% worth it. Don't look at it as a cost, look at it as an investment. And that goes for anybody else listening as well. If you're in any form of business and you haven't got a mentor, then I promise you, you are doing something wrong. You need some mentors. You need people to bounce ideas off. You need people to keep you on the track as well, because you are emotionally connected to every decision you make inside your business. And therefore, it's quite possible and quite likely that the decisions that you are making are wrong. And I don't say that lightly, because I do that all the time. Whatever you're connected to, you're emotionally driven by the outcome, then you can't be trusted to make your own decisions. It's as simple as that. And that is the same for me as well. So yeah, you need mentors just to keep you on the straight and narrow and bounce ideas off. Okay, my friends, thank you so much for listening to me. I appreciate you guys. And I will see you, Tuesday. All right, have a great bank holiday weekend, and I'll see you soon. Much man love to each and every single one of you. Bye-bye.